Welcome to Console Crapshoot, where we spin a wheel to play a random video game on original hardware. The bad game streak continues. It's now been 9 episodes, I think, since we've gotten an above-average game. It's a crazy streak. Carl and I need something really good today. And we got the Sega CD. The chances of really good have just plummeted. This is the second time we've gotten the Sega CD, and there's currently 106 games left on the wheel. Fahrenheit. Alright, this is an FMV game, full motion video, which means we're in for a real ride. Probably a bunch of bad over-the-top acting and incredibly unresponsive gameplay. To be fair, I don't know that. I haven't played this game yet, but I'm calling my shot. I'm Babe Ruth in this one. So full motion video games or FMV games took advantage of the CD format. There was a bunch of these kind of games out during this period, and all I can remember about these kind of games was being impressed that there was video and actors, actual people on the screen. So I liked it, I was excited to play them, but I always left the experience feeling very unfulfilled. The gameplay was always pretty terrible. And then you have the acting performances. Some of the actors in these games are better than others, but none of them come out looking good. And that's because the scripts were bad, the direction was bad, and the setup and interaction with the player character usually proved to be an insurmountable challenge for an actor. Also, you're acting a poorly written scene looking directly at the camera at a player who isn't there. It's just set up for failure. It can't be good. So this part is amazing. This is where you meet your team. You meet the first guy.
You call me Stinky. Everybody else does.
That's weird. And then you're met with 3 sexual innuendos in a row.
I'll be your can man.
McGuire, ventilation. I'll be inside with you.
That's Washington. He's what you call your forcible entry expert. That's where he
Problematic.
Thank you, Mortal Kombat guy. So if you haven't pieced this together, you're a firefighter. The gameplay starts with you going into your first fire. So you come to certain junctions, certain places where there's choices in the game, and you decide whether to go left, right, or straight. It's all memorization. You gotta keep playing this fire over and over again until you learn where the things are that you're supposed to do. You've got your oxygen tank on the left. You can die if you make a bad decision, so you gotta not die and meet your objectives before your oxygen runs out. The main objective here is to save the homeowner's daughter, who's somewhere in the house, but as you go, you learn that there's side objectives. You could save the family cat, and you can retrieve some valuables. You can also do things that'll buy you more time, like turning the gas off in the kitchen, or getting rid of a propane heater. When you choose to make a right, then it shows a clip of the flashlight going to the right. I knew where the cat was, it was under this cover, I could hear it, but the controls are so bad in these games sometimes, even if you know what to do, you can't figure out how to get it done. I wrestled with it forever, and then I said, you know what, this cat's gonna have to die. I need to save the person. Went up the stairs and I failed to test if the door was hot, and we exploded, replayed it, and through trial and error I sort of figured out the rest. Got the family heirlooms. I saw that the daughter was under these covers but couldn't save her for some reason until I went to another room and popped open a window so that we had an escape route. Then I was able to go back and then get the daughter. You get out, everyone's happy except the cat, and we go on to the next fire. And this is the best part, getting to see more bad acting.
I gotta get my baby!
The second level's a huge apartment building, and this one really relies on you devoting a ton of time to memorizing, because there's no way you can check every room on one tank of oxygen. Plus all the hallways look the same, so it's hard to find the staircase. The objective is to get up to the 4th floor. Finally I got to the 3rd floor, then I accidentally turned around, brought me back to the 1st floor. It's so hard to control. It's constantly not reacting to what you want to do. So let's cut right to it. Fahrenheit for the Sega CD. Yeah, there's a second version of this game that utilizes the 32X, but we're just playing the Sega CD version. As far as I understand, the only difference is that that version looks slightly better, but only slightly. The highlight here is the bad writing and awkward acting scenes. This guy's having war flashbacks. But it's a game, and it must be judged as such. It's in the same vein as Brain Dead 13. That one had awful gameplay, but the animation was really cool. This one has awful gameplay, but the scenes are funny, and you gotta respect how they must have shot this. I mean, this is real fire. Sometimes you get really close to the flames and the explosion. It's actually kind of impressive. But yeah, it comes down to the gameplay. I'm gonna have to give it a 1 out of 5. I like being threatened with anal sex when I meet a group of people just as much as the next guy, but it doesn't make this game any better. Alright, another episode down and another terrible game. The streak goes on. I'm excited for next week because we are gonna try something a little bit different. Me and Carl can't wait for it. See you then.
McGuire, ventilation. I'll be inside you.